Hi everyone, welcome back to Guitar Image YouTube channel. Alright, today we're going to talk a little bit more about this Airstep TX by XSonic. Okay, so this is a specific edition just for Tonex pedals or Tonex One. Alright, okay, so what I really like about this Airstep TX, it just helps to make the Tonex One a very mobile and portable solution. If you just want to use the Tonex One by itself, I think it's a great tool to have, great utility pedal to have to bring along for rehearsals and stuff like that. Okay, so why? Let's just delve right in. Okay, so my JTG James Tyler, okay, is going into the Tonex One. Okay, and then the Tonex is then being powered by a USB cable here, okay, that comes out from the Airstep TX. And the Airstep TX is running on rechargeable battery, right? So you can use a 9-volt power to power it up, or you can just let it charge, and then you can run it wirelessly, okay, without a power supply. So what you're seeing there is only a USB cable that's powering the Tonex. And then from the Tonex itself, I'm going out into the DISO XO by Pinstripes, okay, and a very important pedal as well. Get great tones, okay. It goes in. It's not a DI box, okay. So it goes into the DISO XO and it goes out, going out to my audio interface. All right, so you can do that. This setup, pretty simple setup, and you can actually get lots of tones from this. All right. Okay, so what I'm using is I'm basically using Tone Junkie's I think Continuum preset. Okay, so you have quite a few different sounds from clean and all the way to a little bit more overdriven tones. All right, so now this is what I think is called like the storm mode. Okay, I may get the terms wrong, but this is when you see green, it's just in the storm mode. Okay, so what you see in front of you, they kind of change different parameters. Okay, so for example, if you step on the first one, okay, so this will turn on and off the compressor. Okay, so this compressor on. So you can on and off the compressor. You can see the app itself. Okay, so there's an app that allows you to further tweak your parameters as well, to fine tune the parameters. So without even going to the Tonex app, okay, you can use the Airstep TX app to actually adjust the parameters. All right. Okay, so if you long press, it will turn on and off the noise gate. Okay, of course these are things that you don't really hear much difference in terms of sound. Okay, now the second button here is assigned to turn on and on the amp. You can see the thing moving, and if you long press, it turns on and off the cap. Okay, so the first two usually I don't really need to touch it that much, right? Now comes the third one. Okay, the third one here turns on and off the modulation. So now I get a nice chorus sound. Okay, so what's beautiful about this next long press on this button, okay, you are able to toggle through the different modulation effects. So on the fly, I can actually long press and then I can get to a tremolo. So I can kind of technically toggle through the different modulation. There's a phaser. Okay, you get flanger. Rotary. back to chorus. Okay, so this is a very usable button because why? Sometimes you want to use a little bit more than just the chorus, right? You want to use some other effects. Then you got to create another preset for that. With the Airstep, you don't have to. You can just, on the fly, you can just toggle with long press and you get different effects. Okay? Alright, next is turning on and off the delay. Okay? So when I turn on the delay, you see there's a light that's blinking. Check it out, that is the tap tempo, right? So you can actually tap to the song that you're playing. Okay? So let's go for a faster tap. Okay, so if I want to just adjust, let's say I want to bring out the mix, right? I can go to the phone and then I just turn out the mix a little bit more. Okay, I can turn on the mix. I can also turn up the feedback. Yeah, so you can bring the speed slower. 2, 3, 4, and... Okay, I can add modulation in. Okay, the final one is actually the reverb. Okay, so if you short press, it's going to change the mode, okay, into preset mode. Okay, you can see the color change. So if you long press, it turns on and off the reverb. Right, see? Let me just turn off the delay. Okay, so if I long press, okay, the reverb turns on. So let's say if I want a bit more ambient stuff, okay, again I can go to the app, right? I can go to the app and then I can change the mix. I can bring up the mix, bring up the time. Alright, so this storm mode is super usable, super easy. You don't even need to set up anything, right? You just plug and play and that's it. The Airstep is already configured everything for you. Okay, and if you want to fine tune, okay, use the app to fine tune the little details inside. Okay, so let me bring back down the reverb. Okay, so turn it off. Okay, so now coming down to the preset mode. Okay, so I basically set 4 presets in sequence, okay, in the same bank. Alright, so you can actually have like kind of different tones or different overdrive states, okay, as you go up the different presets. Okay, so of course your capture needs to have the overdrive being captured as well as part of your M setting. There is no overdrive block within the chain, so you got to be very clear about that. Okay, there's no overdrive block per se. Okay, so the first preset I have the Continuum one, which is the clean sound. Sorry. Okay, this is the clean sound. Sorry, the amp was being turned off just now. Okay, then I have the second one with a clone added in. Okay, the Continuum with the clone, right? Okay, then I have the next one with the clone plus tube screamer, if I'm not wrong. So there's also a tap button here. If your delay is on, you can kind of tap the speed as well, right? Okay, so the delay was set on dotted 8, so you can hear the galloping, right? Okay, finally is a blues breaker, I think plus TS if I'm not wrong. So there you have it, quick rundown of the Airstep TX. Okay, there's also the ability to add in a expression pedal as well, so you can kind of expression how much or how little you want certain parameters to be. Okay, so a very usable utility pedal for all Tonex users out there. So highly recommended if you just want to use Tonex One as a grab and go portable rig. Okay, the Airstep TX really helps to expand and make it such a usable and friendly, it just helps you to expand the usage of your Tonex One to the maximum capabilities. Okay, so if you like more of this kind of video, do give us a good thumbs up, subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for the latest video. Okay, take care, God bless, I will see you real soon.